Yo, what up, fam? Peace. What's going on, fam?
What's up? We're back. Second episode number 2. This one might get us off the air.
Second episode
But
will get us canceled.
hopefully
pretty
not.
much.
You know what I mean? The
Just the
FTC
one.
might be kind with us. Which
First,
take time.
before we start, that's Shai, I'm Snoop. Agree to disagree. I want to thank those who did watch the little first one for the new pilot that we started. It's a work in progress. We just doing this raw and uncut. We bring a lot of energy, so hopefully y'all like the content and the chemistry, and we'll work with everything. You see we got a little background. We're working on it, so it'll only get better. But the messages is going out there, and that's what we're here to bring. So I appreciate those who watched and have your comments. And Shai, they was getting on you, bro.
They was getting
on you, bro.
I put the Kobe thing. I put the Kobe thing on the last.
Explain again, because you got purple and gold on top of a fucking army green shirt.
Yes.
What's going on?
What I should have done was just taking the shirt off and just got the Kobe shit on, right? But I wasn't thinking. I just put the Kobe stuff over the shirt. My bad about the wardrobe.
Hey, bro. Listen. Let me tell you something, man. You gotta coordinate. You know what I'm saying? You gotta coordinate.
I'm a little bit better today.
Yeah, you better today. You just gotta
Armani
coordinate,
exchange,
man. I'm
jeans,
telling you, by the end of our season, I'm gonna have you swagged out. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna have you in the Air Force Ones. I'm gonna have you good, bro. I'm gonna be good. I got you. But like you said, this episode is the reason we wanted to do this show.
Yes.
Because my guy Shai is very much heavy into politics, I call it.
Politics.
And when I see him go off about what's going on and he get all fucking crazy, I was like, bro, we need to put that shit on TV. You need to,
The passion is real. The passion is real because that person who lives in the White House now, and that's what I call him. I call him the person who lives in the White House. That's not my
just jump right in.
That's not my president.
Just jump right in. Just jump right in.
And those of you who know me and Snoop knows me obviously, you know what I mean? Like there's the number 44 and there's the number 46, but there is no number 45.
Don't exist?
It doesn't fucking exist.
All right, so if y'all don't know, this episode is properly entitled Trump. I guess it's a lot of news. What happened? He just got acquitted.
Yes.
And he just did the State of the Union.
Yes.
So we have a lot to fucking talk about. We have a lot to talk about. So, what I want to do is pass it over to my co-host, okay, to let him just give you a little bit of what he feels about Trump. Yes. And then I'll play devil's advocate and ask some questions that I got from the people, and we can see if Shai is gonna have a heart attack or not by the end of this episode.
Listen, I'm gonna be passionate. I'm gonna be passionate, okay? Because you know me, you know how I feel. You know the strong the sentiment that I have for him, and the ugly stain that he is putting on our country.
Okay.
Ugly stain.
Before we not go into Trump, let's start with this. Can I ask you, what does politics mean to you, or why do you care so much about what's going on? Like, how does that relate to you?
I wasn't,
I just want to say, like, from you in America and your relationship, why do you care so much for this?
I care because, our politicians, even as ugly as it may be, okay, should be a reflection of who we are as Americans, who we are as a country, okay? And I was never into politics, okay? I came to this country when I was 9, like I told you, right? Mm-hmm. Always had a green card, but I was always legal here, had a green card, whatever. The only rights that you have as an American citizen that you don't have as a green card is the right to vote. I never gave a fuck about voting. Never voted in any election. And then Barack Obama came, and that inspired me to go out, become an American citizen, finally take that test, do what I had to do, and then ultimately vote in the Obama election. Okay, so it began there. So like, but to get to where we are today, okay, I gotta take y'all back because I gotta educate the people a little bit as to how, at least in my opinion, why we are where we are today, why we have Donald Trump as the president, why he was able to win in 2016.
Guys, when you go into this, light your cigarettes, roll your blunts, roll your L's and stuff.
Exactly.
Because while you get elevated, you can open your mind and and get educated.
It's all connected.
I get high all the time and I get smarter and just read some knowledge or need some shit. So this is the time. Go ahead.
So it's all connected. Okay. So I think that Trump became president in 2016. I can trail it back all the way back to 2004, and I'll explain what I mean. 2004. Okay, it was George Bush. He was running against the Democratic candidate at the time. His name was John Kerry. Okay, the Democratic had their convention. All right, for those of y'all that the convention in like when they announced that whoever their nominee is accept the nomination to be president of the United States. So John Kerry was the nominee back then. Okay, and the most important thing in any convention, Republican or Democrat, is the keynote address. Okay. John Kerry chose back then to give the keynote address to a young, relatively unknown junior senator from Illinois. Okay, the junior senator from Illinois was Barack Obama, and he had the people eating out of the paws of his hand.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the speech that that was, we're not a red America or blue America, we're United States of America. There's not a black America or white America, et cetera, et cetera. There's the United States of America. The people went crazy. Nobody knew who he was.
Right.
And I kid you not, hand to God, bro. I called the girl that I was with at the time, okay? And I told her, I said, Obama's gonna be the first African American president. Because he was able to, literally, through his speech, I saw the inspiration. So, fast forward, John Kerry loses in 2004. George Bush wins 4 more years. So now we fast forward to 2007. The Democratic nominees are coming out now. Okay? So the Democratic nominees are coming out. And there was one nominee that was supposed to be a shoo-in.
Who are we talking about?
Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
All right? So Hillary Clinton for...
Keep in mind, we got a half-hour show.
Oh yeah, but Hillary Clinton, I'm gonna get it. So Hillary Clinton, that, for those of you who don't know, First Lady of Arkansas, she was the First Lady of the United States. She was supposed to be the shit. Shoo-in. First polls came out, second polls came out, way ahead. I'm talking about dog. She was 60%, and everybody else was 1%. Okay? So Obama announced his candidacy. He did 2%, 1%, low as hell. Nobody gives him a chance. But what he was able to do on the ground and different things, he was able to set the groundwork going or whatever the case may be. So now he wins Iowa, okay, which is the first major caucus or
connect this to Trump. Make sure you connect this to Trump.
I'm getting there. Okay, so it's connected. So he wins Iowa. Iowa was 98% white. So when he won Iowa, that's when the movement started. That's when the ground beneath Hillary Clinton started to shift. Okay, so the ground started to shift. He becomes a movement. All these famous Democrats and everybody else goes to him, and now Hillary Clinton has to take the back seat. All right, Hillary Clinton takes the back seat. What happened was, so now she had to play nice because she had a shitload of supporters. The Democrats promised her, look, if Obama falls on his face, we'll let you run in 2012. If he doesn't fall on his face, if he runs for re-election and wins, you're the candidate no matter what in 2016. No matter what. So then they changed the whole system. They changed how they did debates and when the debates were and where the primaries were and everything else. So they basically what they did in 2016 was rig the system to make sure that she was the nominee. And then Bernie Sanders was the Democrat that was running against her, and the system was rigged against him. So that turned off so many people, okay? And the fact that everybody really hated Clinton. I mean, they hated her.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like passion of hate.
Mm-hmm.
There was passion of hate for her, and African Americans minority did not vote for her because while Bill Clinton was the president, she was the champion of the crime bill that led to mass incarceration of African Americans.
She called us predators.
They called predators and all that. And the birthing movement of Obama was started by the Hillary Clinton campaign back in 2007 when they were panicking. So you see, so now what happened in 2016 is that the Bernie Sanders people did not go out and vote because they got turned off because they thought the system was rigged. The minorities did not go out and really go to bat for her because they remember what happened with the crime bill. They remembered that she was the one who all the shit that she was talking in 2007 about Obama and the birthing movement that she started. And then here comes this Donald Trump guy, a business dude, never in politics, says whatever the fuck he wants to say. And what he was able to do is just like Obama woke up the conscience of this nation. Trump woke up the hatred part of this nation. The people who are racist to the core. Now, I'm not stupid, bro. I know that racism was here long before Donald Trump. It's going to be here long after Donald Trump, right? But what Donald Trump has been doing in this country since he announced in like late 2015 and throughout like these last 3 or 4 years is the racist people who used to go in their rooms, in their houses, and scream the N-word into their pillows and all that are now screaming it out loud. They feel as though that they have the courage and the balls to think that we back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s in the ugliest parts of this nation. And now that's what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So like he can't help himself, dog. He can't help himself. This impeachment shit was a fucking forest, bro. They didn't call no witnesses. And that's why I knew from the beginning it was bullshit. And they played right into the Republican hands. Right into their hands.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Nice summary, good education.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love when you talk that conspiracy shit, cause that's my lane right there. Motherfuckers is promised. You know what I'm saying? I think the motherfuckers know who the president is gonna be before the votes, but we'll get to that later. We have questions.
Sure.
We have questions from some of the people
I love questions.
that I reached for Shai. Let me see your shot. Let me see your phone,
yeah,
brother.
my bad.
You gotta take that open it, man. I don't know your code.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of nasty thing you
Bro,
doing.
listen,
Did you
man.
wipe the screen, man? Did you wipe the screen?
No, listen, man.
Listen. All right, we got some questions.
We're not sponsored by the Pornhub yet. So I'm not gonna say Pornhub. But if y'all want to sponsor us, come holler at me.
What he said. We got some questions for some people.
Sure.
I had to do some research because I know he's in depth with the Trump hate. So
He's real, man.
I got some anonymous questions for people, so I'm gonna give it to Shai.
I'm ready.
He doesn't know what the questions are.
I have not seen this. I haven't seen him at all.
So we're just gonna go from there and see how this works. All right.
Let's go.
Shai, I want you to keep it 100. This show is about
The
us
only
just being honest.
The only way I operate is keeping it 100.
All right.
I keep it a B no matter what, yo. So like y'all like me, y'all can hate me, y'all can agree to disagree, and all that other bullshit. But what it comes out of my mouth is 100% what I feel. Comes from my heart. No bullshit, no sugarcoating. I ain't worried about if I'm hurting y'all feelings. I don't give a fuck.
You should be entitled to your opinions. So
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna get into them opinions.
Yes, sir.
All right, questions.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna save those. What do you say to people who says that Trump is not a racist? And what points can you prove that he is a racist? Him.
Okay. The people who still believe that he's not a racist, I ain't giving up on y'all. For real. I gave up on y'all. Like I had this conversation like 3 fucking weeks ago. Some lady that I played poker with sitting right next to me talking about how is he racist? Google the Central Park 5.
Okay.
That's it. Google the Central Park 5.
For the people that know, give them a short synopsis.
Central Park 5 is 5 young African American kids who got arrested for rape of a white girl in Central Park. Okay, and there's a Netflix documentary. When They See Us. For those of y'all who didn't see it, I encourage y'all to go see it. There's a lot of real shit in there.
Connected to Trump.
Okay, so Trump back then was a real estate mogul in New York. Everybody knew who he was. He kept pushing that he wanted them to have a death penalty and everything else. Now, well, while they were on trial and everything else, okay, fine, whatever, that's cool. You know what I mean? You think they're guilty, whatever the case may be. But long after they're exonerated, even as recently as last year, he's still on this thing, yo.
What did he say?
He says that they should be, that he doesn't believe that they're innocent, that it's all BS or whatever the case may be. Like the way
you're paraphrasing, we don't want to misquote.
The way that he came after them, the maliciousness that he came after them. I'm telling you, just Google it, yo. The birther movement with Obama, when he continued to push it and said, I want the birth certificate, I want the birth certificate, I want the birth certificate. And when Obama produced the birth certificate, it wasn't good enough. Now he wanted the long form birth certificate. Okay, so, this man announced his presidency candidacy.
But with that,
by calling Mexican rapists, by calling them, they're saying they're only bringing crimes into this country. It's just so many things. Back in the 70s, when he was doing the real estate with his dad, right? Whenever he told him and his family, told the people whom were like going through the applications, and any African American candidate that was applying, let's say you applied for an apartment, right? To put a C on there, on top of it, for colored. Okay? He's the same fucking guy that when he used to own Trump Plaza, okay, and Taj Mahal in AC, would take African Americans off the floor so he does not have to see them, or certain gamblers ask for. He got fined for this. The United States Justice Department sued him and won. Okay, this shit is going back like for decades. The racism that spews out of this man. This is not something that I'm making up. Go on his Twitter feed and see it.
All right. I gotta play devil's advocate.
Right.
Some people could say he's just pro-American.
Not
pro his people.
Listen,
he's done, to those who are naive or say certain things, they'll say, to regular people will say, he's done business with blacks, he's done business with Mexicans, he's done business with Russians, he's done business with everyone before. He's married to somebody who's, what is she, Scandinavian?
Slovakian. But you see, it is like...
Have you heard him call any black person the N-word?
I have not.
Have you heard him call a Mexican, whatever derogatory term? For
no, I have not. But for all the stuff that he has said, because he for all of the dumb shit that he does, he's a very, very smart person. Okay, he's not dumb.
Okay,
all right. So he knows how to get to the line. He knows how to cross the line. But he also knows that if he says the N-word, or if he calls the Hispanics the derogatory word, that exact word, okay, then he's done.
He loses, so he'll tiptoe around.
Then even his base is gonna fucking not his base, but like the people in his establishments or whatever the case may be, they will even leave him too.
Okay. Next question.
Next question.
What do you say to the numbers that says he raised the number of jobs?
He did. Okay? But, okay? Obama created more jobs in his last 3 years in office than Trump did in his first 3 years of office. It's a fact. Okay? Obama made the unemployment line go from 10.6 to 4.7. Now the numbers are like
wait.
Go ahead.
He just said in the State of the Union that he's raised more jobs, or the increase has been as big as it's been in history.
That's a lie.
So he's up there just telling a bunch of falsies.
He bullshits. Listen to me. Y'all can Google this too. This administration in 3 years has had thousands, I'm talking about tens of thousands of either bald-faced lies or misleading information or half-truths.
Glad you say that.
And whatever else.
I'm gonna get to mine later.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. He's lying.
Okay.
He's a fucking liar, yo. That's what he does.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there's a dude right now that he swears he doesn't know. Okay? And there's like a million pictures of them together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but he doesn't know him. Like that's bullshit. He lies. And like I said, he takes credit. There's like he took credit for like saving some plant or something. Okay? Like a car plant. I forget what the fuck it was. That Obama saved in 2015. Okay? But he takes credit for it. And all these fucking dumbass fucking supporters of his are like, oh my God, oh, he's so good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's bullshit. Listen, I'm not saying.
Tell him how you feel.
Nah, for real, like they dumb as fuck, bro. Like for real, like you know what I mean? Like listen, and I think that he has awakened the ugliest part of what this country is. For all the significant steps that we took when Obama was the president, when African Americans and race relations and everything else that I thought, that I still believed in my core and my heart and proved while he was the president, this motherfucker is trying to take us back decades, okay? And he's succeeding. He is fucking succeeding.
Now,
because the Democrats are a bunch of fucking
Do you hate
idiots.
him or just what he's doing?
I don't know him.
Okay.
So I can't say that I hate him.
Let me ask
But I hate everything that he spews.
Let me follow up with this question.
I hate the division.
Let me follow up with this question. Name one thing you like about what Trump is doing as a president.
I think that he did what he did was there was a prison reform bill that he signed, okay, and I thought that was a really good thing, okay. That was a significant thing.
I didn't think he had it in him. I didn't think.
Oh, right. There was the lady that Kim Kardashian helped. He helped release people that had like decades more in jail.
But she was black.
She was, so of course, because like I said, because
I hear you, but I'm just playing
because
devil's
he-
advocate.
what
People would
he's trying
say,
to do-
why would somebody who's racist help a black woman or African American woman?
Because it's beneficiary to him. See, like
See,
the
they don't know
notion,
how- they don't know his chess. It's not checkers, huh?
The notion that you're racist, so therefore you're not going to do anything with African Americans or help them or do whatever is bullshit. It goes
Exactly.
back. It actually goes
Ask
all,
every
all
fucking
the way
NFL
back.
owner,
All the way back.
some
to
of the
fucking,
NBA owners,
that shit
Donald
goes,
Sterling.
That shit goes exactly. That shit goes all excuse me, back to slavery. The slave owners used to have kids with the slaves.
Okay.
They used to have sex
Absolutely.
and rape the slaves.
Absolutely.
Okay? So if that's what they did because it was beneficiary to them because they wanted to get off or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So this motherfucker, yes, he's gonna do what he has to do. You know what I mean? And when he did a bunch of shit with Oprah, and he did shit with when he was to own Trump Plaza, he wanted Tyson to fight there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he did what he had to do because he was making money.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But just because you're making money off somebody or it's beneficial to you,
like that.
that mean you don't fuck with them like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The hatred that he had is in his heart. He's just smart enough to put enough walls on there to get whatever result that he wants, the benefit that he wants.
I'm gonna read this. This is from someone I want you to respond to.
Sure.
Okay? This comment, I want you to respond.
I'm in.
Check it out. Impeachment was the dumbest thing what's her name? Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi.
Pelosi could have done.
Okay.
No evidence of a crime. It only
Bullshit.
solidified Trump's base
It
and
did.
his approval. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
And his approval has only risen. It's driven moderates and independents to Trump. His re-election is a foregone conclusion at this point. The Democratic Party is so fractured, the GOP will probably hold the White House for the next decade plus. It's actually really sad, but at least Trump's approval is above 30% among African American voters.
Bullshit.
If that's true, shame on you.
That's not.
Hold on. That should translate to about 15% that may actually vote.
That's not
He
true.
won in 2016 with 8%.
That is true.
And he said it had to be hard for you to watch the State of the Union.
Okay.
So with what he said,
Sure, I'll take it.
take this with it.
Go ahead.
Explain why wasn't Trump impeached?
Okay.
Go.
All right. So
Respond to that.
Let's go point by point, right? What was the first point that you said?
Impeachment was the dumbest thing
I
Pelosi could
agree.
have done.
I agree. Because what I was saying was, okay, so let me educate y'all again, okay? So this is what has to happen for a president to be impeached. And mind you, there's a difference between being impeached and removed from office. It's two different things.
Right.
Okay? 3 presidents in our well, I think maybe more before like the modern history, but like 3 recent presidents, relatively recent, have been impeached. Nixon, Clinton, Trump.
Get right to the
Those 3 people. Now they got impeached because they got impeached in the House of Representatives. Okay? The House of Representatives is the Congress, all you need is the majority. So long as you get one more than the one less, all that goes to impeachment and passed on to
Was
the
there
Senate.
evidence of a crime?
Absolutely.
The
fuck? Let me tell you something. There is more fucking evidence that this motherfucker colluded and withheld the Ukraine shit and did that shit with them, okay? Then there was evidence of O.J. Simpson fucking being guilty. And all y'all motherfuckers swear there's the mountain of evidence with O.J. Simpson, right? And acquittal, by the way, acquittal does not mean innocent. Learn that, okay? Now, let me educate y'all real quick, right? So now the article of the impeachment gets passed in the Senate, right? So now, in the Senate, you need 2/3. 2/3 of the Senate, which means you need 67 senators to say impeach, okay? Now, how the fuck are y'all gonna get, when the Republicans are controlling the Senate? You're never gonna get 67.
You gotta get a lot of term.
You're not gonna get 67. You're not gonna get 67. You're not gonna get.
They're not gonna break up their party.
You're not gonna get 17 or 18 Republicans to flip. Which I agree with whoever asked the Senate. It was dumb as fuck. Because it's a year of an election. Y'all should have just focused on healthcare. Y'all should have just focused on how racist and just call this bitch out. Okay? And that's what y'all should have done.
Do you think his not guilty or whatever the fuck, his acquittal, do you think it make his approval rise?
I think that it doesn't make his approval rise. I disagree with independents and moderates. I disagree with that. Okay, but what it did do is rally up his base. It rallied up the Republicans to get behind this guy. Okay, where many people, because of all the different things that he has done and he has said, okay, were willing to weave off him or stay home and not vote, okay? And now, they are fucking energized like fucking Popeyes fucking just had spinach or some shit, yo.
Do you think Trump's approval is above 30% among African American
Hell
voters?
no! The fuck? What up? Listen, stop watching.
Go ahead, speak for my blackness.
Do me a fucking favor, y'all. Stop watching Fox News, yo. Because that shit like state-run television, B. Okay? Like, seriously. Are y'all fucking kidding me? Whoever the fuck said it, y'all really believe that?
Okay.
His approval rating among African Americans is 4% B.
Thank you, whoever sent that question.
4% y'all fucking idiots. Okay? Now.
Do you think he will be reelected?
I hope and I pray that
what will you do if he gets reelected?
Ain't shit I can't do. Keep doing this fucking podcast and calling this bitch ass out. So fuck, that's what I'm gonna do. Keep screwing the thing. Keep not acknowledging 45. Keep not giving him the credit for the office in which he holds. And I'm gonna continue to say, God willing, I don't have to, but the person who lives in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, I'm not gonna call him that. Because he hasn't earned to be called that. Okay? And I'm from Israel. They love that motherfucker there because he's the most pro-Israel, supposedly the most pro-Israel fucking president in the history of fucking presidents, which is bullshit. But you know what I mean? Like the easy answer would be, oh, just be with them. Oh, you know, whatever they can. Nah, man, fuck that. Fuck him.
All right.
Okay?
Last question.
Last question.
I'm done.
All right.
With that. And we're going to transition.
Let's go.
If you can, if you can, I don't know if you can. You love Obama.
I do.
Can you name one thing that Trump has done better than Obama?
He is able to hold his Republicans better than Obama was able to hold the Democrats.
What do you mean? Keep his people together?
His people, his Republicans are with him, ride or die, no matter what. We're going to follow you to the gates of hell. Obama didn't have that. Obama didn't do that. Obama wasn't forceful enough at different times, okay, to gather up all the fucking Democrats and be like, y'all gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna tell y'all to do and shut the fuck up. And Trump has been able to do that. Trump has been, these Republicans are scared to death of this motherfucker. And Obama didn't have that. Obama just didn't have it. So that's one thing that I think that he's better than Obama. If that's the thing. But that's what I think on me.
Sir.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for everybody that asked the questions. Sorry we took long, but we hopefully educated you and we talked about some real shit. I know I haven't been saying much about my perspective, so we can get into that.
Let's go.
You love Obama. I'm gonna just give my perspective. We can get into disagree
Best
or
thing that
whatever.
can ever happen to this fucking country was Obama. Those 8 years. Best fucking thing ever. Ever.
I think he gave motherfuckers false hope, personally, but let me just go with this, because I don't want to shit on Obama without extra shitting on everybody else. I don't fuck with no presidents. Period. To me, these motherfuckers are the representative, you feel me, of the country. So if I'm doing business and I have a board of directors, we have one person that's the speaker, but that don't mean he's making all the motherfucking decisions. Okay, so to me, he not making decisions. It's shit that's going on behind the scenes, other motherfuckers, and to me, Trump is somewhere in the fucking room tweeting, playing fucking video games and shit, and they'll send a fucking law or something through the fucking mail to slot and tell him sign that real quick and go back to fucking playing. Because I will say this, if a fucking Obama was to get in that office and act and tweet and say the shit that he said, they would have said, get his black ass the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
He had to act with a certain decorum, a certain decency, a certain amount of class to hold that office, which is supposed to be an important office. That shit turned into a joke when Trump got there.
Exactly.
Which is why I don't believe he's running shit. Because a motherfucker that's stupid enough to tweet what he tweets or smart enough to not tweet or go there. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't running shit.
So let me tell you.
You're not running shit.
Let me tell you.
Let me just
how
finish
fearful they are about him.
But hold on. Let me get mine. Let me just get mine. Let me just get mine off a little bit. They not running shit. Now, Obama's speeches inspired me. Inspired me. Sound like a preacher. Inspired me.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck did he do to help the condition of the people with the same color skin as him? You can't give me one law he passed to help the conditions of my people, which he is black. I can name 3 laws which he passed for fucking gay rights and people of LGBTE, community, whatever the case is, no disrespect, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't do, our shit didn't change. Our shit has not changed. Our conditions have not changed. They won't change. No president will put us first or do anything to change our fucking condition of where we stand on the totem pole. So to me, I don't love or hate him. He was a puppet just like everybody else. He was what they say? He's George's Bush's 12th descendant, bloodline. I don't know because I don't do the blood. I can't see it, but it's possible. I believe this shit is all a fucking matrix to deploy. Come on, spit it out. We can go. Let's go.
He didn't do anything else. Okay.
What do he do? Give us hope that we can be something and then get it shut down?
No. Why?
What the fuck did he do for us? What was the gain we got from our black man being in office?
Before he was elected president, if you and I was
give a good speech, that's what preachers do before they pass the collection plate around.
Let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. Be real though.
Oh, I'm gonna be 100.
If we were sitting here in 2005, okay? Mm-hmm. If we were sitting here and having 2005, okay? You and I was having this conversation, and I was to tell you that in 2008, 3 years from 2005, there was going to be America, a country that once owned slaves, a country that fought tooth and nail against civil rights, a country that has all the ugly stains that it has in this country, was going to elect an African American president.
You know what I would have said in 2005?
What would you have said?
Honestly,
no bullshit.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
For one, I would have said some white person probably would have assassinated him. But two, I would have said to do that, it would have been a master plan to rally up black people, to get us all thinking, you know I'm conspiracy, to get us all behind something, and then they're gonna fucking kill us.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
But it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, so but nothing grew from it,
He won, but listen to me. But he won.
He didn't game. Motherfuckers is Jesse Jackson.
Listen, he won in 2007 based upon hope. Okay? He won in 2012 because of the shit that he did.
To me, once you in there, they just keep you there because you the face they know and it's comfortable. That's why a lot of them motherfuckers go 8 years. That shouldn't go 8 years. You understand? You're already there. You're already working on something. It's an 8-year plan. They give you time to finish the plan.
Not with that.
Votes count?
Absolutely.
Did it count with Al Gore?
Yes.
Did he not win the fucking election and get jerked?
But that's because I want to tell you.
Jeb Bush.
I want to tell you.
Florida.
I want to tell you. Okay. Al Gore lost. Okay.
He lost.
Al Gore lost. Hillary Clinton lost.
Al Gore didn't lose. They had to do a whole recount. You don't remember this shit?
I remember.
And then they fucked them in Florida?
What I'm saying to you is, Al Gore lost.
Lost what?
The Electoral College. Okay. Now that what happened in Florida?
Why did they get it right first time and said, "Oh, we got to recount the shit"?
Because.
Why did he have it right and Bush and them said, "Oh no, recount it"?
No, that's
and then they switched.
That's not what happened. That's a misguided thing of what happened.
Okay, what happened?
That's not what happened.
School
what happened was. Whenever
they announced motherfucking Al Gore.
No, they did not. In the state of Florida, what happened was it looked like as the precincts were coming in Florida, okay, and different precincts are coming in, okay. So each state is divided into like precincts, okay. Now obviously you have heavily Democratic precincts, heavily Republican.
What happened?
And they're reporting it, okay.
We don't got much time. What happened?
So what happened was, anytime where it was that close, it was like 50 like to 49, whatever the case may be, there's an automatic recount. Even if the Bush campaign didn't call and take the concession back, even if all that bullshit would not have happened, there's an automatic recount because it's so close. It's so close.
All right.
And because, now listen, the only reason why they, there's an automatic recount in 2008 too. But the reason why you didn't hear that is because Obama would have had enough electoral college votes, enough electoral college, he would have passed 270 even without Florida. In 2000,
do you think presidents run the country?
I think that presidents lead the country. I think there's a lot of secret shit that goes on behind the scenes, okay? But I don't take it to the level that you take it to, okay?
You don't think it's a motherfucking whole motherfucking you don't think it's a one new world order plan where one currency and they got a fucking US bank in every fucking where, and that's why you don't see that shit everywhere? You don't think it's gonna be a one world currency and everything?
At one point it may be, But I don't think it is the conspiracy to the level that you think it is.
You think, all right, you think votes count and they elect the president.
I think that.
So you think, as this country, hold on, but you know this country is
college.
Do you?
They have to change that.
Who runs this country? Who controls the country? Is this not a white man's world?
Yes.
It's a white man's world.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody at the top is making sure it stays a white man's world, correct? No.
No, because we, the people, have the ability to make the changes.
If we rally together,
yes.
But it's segregated.
Okay. But it's
all
not.
All right, let me tell you.
It's not.
All right, next question. Do you think Obama wanted to do something for black people?
Yes.
Why didn't he?
He did a lot.
What? What the fuck? What did he do?
He did a lot.
Name it.
He did.
Name
he
it.
Did a
Name
lot.
it. He did NAA. He did NAA martial law that turned citizens into motherfucking terrorists.
He did a lot.
They complained. They said it's not for U.S. citizens. Then they created another law that takes away your citizenship, so the law can apply. He fucking gave gay rights. Gay rights. What did he do for black people? Where's the black law? What did he do? What did he do? I don't want to hear about the inspiration and the hope. You can't.
He won though. He won.
Fuck the win. To become a puppet and do nothing for us?
He won twice.
To be a puppet and do nothing for us?
That's not true.
False hope. I'm telling you as a black man. What you mean it's not true?
It's not true.
I'm telling you from us, we feel like, a lot of us feel like,
it's not true.
We feel like good speech, all that. How could you get in there and nothing changed for us? We are still fucking hated on. We're still at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. We still have to fight so many motherfucking obstacles just to get on the even level. He didn't change one law. It should be one rule of law. We should be cheering about that Obama at least changed for us. There ain't one. Don't make up none. There ain't one. There is not fucking one. If you find one, you let me know. Your opinion is your opinion. Your research is your research, and I respect that. And my research is my research, and I respect that. But let me say this: when you say when we talking about black people, you can speak from what Obama means to you and stuff. But when I tell you as a black man how I felt, you can't, or how a lot of my people feel.
How you feel.
I got a big family, brother. I talk to a lot of my people, my niggas.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, my niggas ain't all black people, but I'm letting you know how we feel. You can't argue that, brother, unfortunately, by default.
But what I'm saying to you is, if I
he's in the total pole with everybody else. No president did shit for us. We still gotta have our eye on the fucking peephole, looking through the door. Hopefully one day motherfuckers ain't get pulled into some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So fuck them puppets. Your vote. Now I say this on a local level for people that's running around city councils and shit like that. That's different. That's different. That's different. Hear me out. Hear me out. But presidents, get the fuck out of here.
Donald Trump is the president today because of people like
out of here.
For real. I'll tell you why. I want to tell you why.
Listen, man.
In Michigan, hold up. In Michigan.
First of all, go ahead. I'm gonna let you. Go ahead.
In Michigan, Wisconsin, and whatever, I think Pennsylvania. Okay. Donald Trump won by like a combined 20,000 votes.
Speak your piece. I'm gonna show you. Speak your piece.
Okay. 20,000. Because jackasses like you stayed home. I'm not voting. That's fake. It's fake. If they would have went out and voted, as was proven with Obama, you win. Because the way I think the system is fucked up. I think they got the electoral college. The electoral college is fucked up. Because if you win the state by one vote, you get the whole electoral college points. Okay? And that was the problem. People stayed home. And if people didn't stay home, then Donald Trump would not be the president. Hillary Clinton won by more than 3 votes.
Okay, so, all right. Run your point. For one, before I even get into my point, if I did go and vote and Donald Trump was the president, who would have been? Hillary Clinton? You act like, motherfucker, that would have been any fucking better.
No.
You know what would probably happen? It would have been more of my people locked up for dumb shit.
It would have been a lot better than this.
What the fuck? How you know? Just cause he wears his shit on the screen and she does her shit behind doors, I'd rather know who the fuck my enemy is. I'd rather know you a piece of shit or what you about. Than you being some sneaky shit trying to get our votes and dance with us and shit like that, and behind closed doors you locking us the fuck up and getting the fuck rid of us. But let me bring my point. The reason why I say you're wrong about voting is because, for one, you sitting here dealing with a two-headed monster. They give you two fucked up candidates, not chosen by the people, but chosen by their motherfucking club, and they make you say choose this, or an independent who don't have enough money to win it by itself.
That's not true.
What the fuck you mean it's not true?
Because there's a primary.
They're giving, listen man, their choices suck. What the fuck you talking about? Democrat or Republican? Why you think that two-headed snake? It's still connected to the same body, motherfucker.
Okay, but
it's still connected to the same body. So until they get rid of that bullshit, it ain't gonna work. Then an independent comes. Hold up. Hear me out. An independent comes. Somebody that's want change that meaning right. He don't got enough. He or she ain't got enough money to fund their campaign. They ain't got the club against him. They don't got the shit behind closed doors. Shit ain't a movie, but if you watch that shit, they putting it in plain sight. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's motherfuckers behind doors. You understand? That shit don't matter, B. It proves it. A black man was in president and nothing changed. You think he wanted to change the shit? I think he wanted to change it. Nothing changed.
That's your opinion.
And then we go from him to getting back to racist shit. So what changed?
That's your opinion and nothing changed. I'm under his 8 years.
As much as you love Obama, you have not given me a law yet that's helped African Americans only.
I would encourage you.
As much as you love Obama, you have not given me one. Now, I will agree. I don't research that shit because, you know why? Because Fox News is fake. All of this shit in media is what they want to tell you. Okay, I can read facts and know what happens and what's going on, but listen, my front door is still my front door. It is my job to feed and support my kids, to raise them, to let them know we in a racist ass fucking country, and we have to be aware and shit. Obama didn't change that. Obama didn't put nothing. We didn't take a step forward towards that with Obama. You talking hope? I'm talking facts, bro. I'm talking laws. I'm talking laws. How we go from that to almost going back to the civil rights movement with fucking Trump?
Because
what law did he put to solidify?
And not vote.
What you mean stay home and not vote? Motherfucker, you got Hillary Clinton and fucking Donald Trump. I stay home too. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You not saying it's not one person with a good, decent heart that don't want to fucking lock decent people up? Like, what you talking about? Fuck the system. The system don't work. Let's go from there. That don't work. Let's go down to the judiciary system. Do the court system work?
No.
Exactly. So the whole fucking system needs to go the fuck down. Because the whole shit is connected.
Yeah, but if you don't believe that you can bring upon change, then nothing is going to change.
You can bring upon change, but these motherfuckers is not going to tell you the smoke and mirrors behind the curtain, Shai. That's what I'm telling you. That's like you just don't think sports is fixed in this world they control. They will not.
If you stop for 1 second thinking that everything is against you and it's a big conspiracy and all these people are puppets and all this other bullshit, okay? Then you should fucking
let me bring it home. What's the number one fucking lie in fucking America if this shit isn't a big fucking puppet on a string? Jesus.
Now you're gonna go religious. I'm not going there.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking. Let me just say this. How many people go there and know that the preacher is full of shit, sitting there taking your money? It's motherfuckers that's religious that don't even go to church now. So I ain't gonna say Jesus, I'm gonna say religion is the biggest fucking lie, in my opinion. So if they can have fucking slaves talk about learn Jesus or you die, and people are teaching us these false religions and shit like that, you can't believe that they're gonna make sure they keep control at the top and put who they want. So why the fuck? Let me just ask this. Why is the? Let me just get a little light. Let's get a little light. Let's get a little light.
Like all the conspiracy shit.
You get a little light. So where the Simpsons get that idea for Trump like fucking 10 years, 11 ago? Where did they get the idea that the fucking Trump...
That's a weird shit I can't explain.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. We closing out with that. You can't explain it. You can't explain it. Fucking TV is predicting real life. No, I'm sorry. We got a show to do. We ain't gonna get kicked out. But no, you can't be stumped and think, no. What you mean you can't explain it?
I can't explain it.
I can explain it. It's fixed, motherfucker.
Okay.
This shit is a fucking plan.
So Trump is about to die.
Listen,
Trump is about to die.
Listen. Trump is
about
gonna
to
die.
die.
Trump is gonna die. Do you know there was a fucking cartoon that showed Kobe dying in a helicopter?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, then how can you explain this shit if
Because
nobody's
shit
controlling the
just
screens?
happens. Because shit
It just happened
happens
like I
sometimes.
predicted in the fucking cartoon.
Did the trophy
9/11, 9/11, motherfucker, 9/11
Okay.
on the Simpsons magazine.
Okay.
Trump, president. Come on, B.
It's weird shit going on.
It ain't weird shit. It's like the fucking movies. You gotta elevate your mind and get your third eye open, bro.
You gotta stop.
You don't believe that shit is real.
Conspiracy.
You see them making movies about aliens and all of this shit and extraterrestrials and shit that they touching and technology advancing, and you don't think they really doing that shit behind screens? What you think is going on? You think that they showing us everything they got?
No.
You think we are privy to everything they got?
Of course not.
So what the fuck?
Not,
Why
no.
do you think it
But
can't
I
be
don't
possible?
I'm not
saying it's 100, but you say it's not possible.
No, what you're saying is that everything is.
I'm saying
I don't live in that world, bro.
Listen.
I don't live in that world.
What I'm saying is this. I'm a realist.
I believe in the power of people.
I believe in myself and what the fuck I'm capable of and what we teach our kids, and I bring it down to my kids. No, that ain't the problem. Let me speak on that. Because, motherfucker, if we wasn't brainwashed and people passed down righteousness instead of this bullshit, then a lot of people would fight. Then we would have control of this motherfucking country and we could put righteousness in the fucking proper place. But because everybody's brainwashed, everybody's coned out, everybody's selling their soul, everybody is distracted by bullshit, nobody can learn what they need to learn. This food in America is fucking garbage. The fucking school education system is fucking garbage and trash. The fucking justice system is garbage and trash. The FDA approves bullshit that comes through here to kill us. Motherfucker, we in a fucked up world, a fucked up society. And it's all controlled. You acting like all that happens and you can agree with, but go vote for your president. They're not gonna let who we. If we want any motherfucker in there, let motherfucker for real.
Obama win?
You know why he won, motherfucker? Because it was already predestined he was gonna be in there. He's related through the blood lineage through his white fucking part of his family to Bush or whoever the fuck it is. They wanted somebody that could speak proper to galvanize African Americans. This is the Matrix. This is the Matrix.
Really wrong with you.
It's chestnut checkers. You gotta read the Art of War, and you need the War of the 48 Laws of Power, my friend. You need to read them shits. You need to read them shits. You need to read this shit.
I agree to disagree, but I feel bad.
Alright, agree to disagree. I appreciate that.
But listen.
Fuck outta here.
All jokes aside, right? Listen, we got passion, whatever. You have your opinion, I have mine, whatever. You know what I mean?
Agree to disagree.
As we started on the first episode, obviously tonight was a little bit more passionate, but we welcome all opinions. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It is, I truly believe, and I might be naive, okay? But I believe that while we breathe, we hope. That out of many, we are one. And if we come together, if we truly come together, then we can prove your ideology wrong, and we can really
we can prove your ideology wrong. That everybody don't hate
but we could be what this country pretends that it should be.
Yeah, because it's you just say it is so country
and
pretends and shit is fake, but you don't believe that there's something going on
I believe with all of my heart.
All right, end it out.
No
Let me say,
bullshit.
let me.
That we can come together. Okay, we have the power to do it. Because if we didn't have the power to do it, we would still be back in that bullshit shit with segregation and everything else.
It looked like we're heading back there.
It's because
we're going back there with Trump.
Listen, we're taking
the Byron Allen case. They trying to set us back there.
We're taking significant steps back. Okay,
we're supposed to be going forward.
But the problem is, and this is to the Trump supporters,
white supremacy,
to the Trump supporters,
white supremacy is
to the Trump supporters.
That's white supremacy.
Who swear that they are not racist. Okay, we have Trump supported friends. Okay, I have Trump supported friends.
Oh, man.
Okay, that swear that they're not racist. Okay, and there's some Trump supported friends of mine that I have that I truly believe are not racist. Okay, but just because you're not racist doesn't mean that you're woke.
Right.
And if you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, because that's what it is.
Bro,
people are not willing. People are not willing to get out of their fucking comfort zone.
Can I get some? You know.
Sure. Go ahead.
I ain't your motherfucking assistant. You know, I am the fucking co-host. Goddamn it. I understand. I respect your opinion, man. But damn, can I get some love? Can I get some love? Can I get a closing statement?
Sure.
All right.
That was my closing.
Yeah, well, goddamn, wrap it up. This shit already over what we were supposed to do. It's a heavy episode, but all right, we're gonna put it like this, bro. Let me just speak for this. Let me say this. You got your closing. Let me get my closing off, and we can wrap it up. Let me just say this. As a black person, I've seen it came through many tribulations. You feel me like that? But one thing about me and a lot of our people, we got soul and we have a good heart. So we don't want to flip out or anything like that. You understand? When we being treated wrong or whatever the case may be. We just want a fair chance. You understand? It's a lot of black people that just want to just be left alone and let me shine. If I fail on my own, I fail. But if I succeed, don't fucking kick the chair from under me to make it go down because I'm beating little Johnny or somebody like that and we got a fair fucking shot. You understand what I'm saying? I love everybody that's decent. I love people that love humanity. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm realistic enough to know that in this country, we're taught to tribe up and social up and everything like that. And I think that's bullshit. But if you're gonna hate or whatever the case may be, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna help us or come with a friendly hand, let us do our own thing. And when we try to do our own thing, that ain't good enough. We built Black Wall Street by ourselves. No fucking help. Just leave us alone if you're not gonna help and be united. We do that, you crush and build and burn our shit down. It's like we fighting an uphill battle when you constantly like this. We don't want you to fucking succeed. We not asking for help.
And what? You know
what I'm saying?
And what is the old saying?
But
if you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you it's right. I'm not telling you it's not fucked up. But I'm telling you to give up.
No, we never give up. We never give up. I'm saying this. I agree with you. As people, listen. The decent people, listen. No. The decent people will stand up. Don't give a fuck what color you is. And if they all stand up and stop being pussies and just be real,
right.
Treat people the way you want to be treated. Right. Don't sit there and say it's okay to kill a black person if you don't want that to be your brother or your son or your daughter or whatever the case may be. Just put yourself in each other's shoes. Right. You understand? If somebody did some fucked up shit, they deserve some fucked up shit to happen to them. I'm with that. Right. But if people is decent, fuck what color you came out, because we all came from one source in the beginning. Right. But don't hate me because the color of my skin. That's like me hating you because of where you from.
Exactly.
You're an individual inside. It don't matter where the fuck you come from.
Listen, I can never.
You know what I'm saying?
I can never attest.
So
I can never
all I'm saying is white supremacy.
I can never attest to these.
White supremacy is the problem. It ain't people that even racist, but they're taught and their ancestors taught them this is a white man's country. We own this shit. Don't let them. So it's so many people that ain't racist, but they were just taught with that in them. You know what I'm saying? But when shit go down, they are going to go to what they know.
This is crazy because this happened to me. The point is, they're ahead of the whole fucking state, bro.
Camden? No, say it again.
That school.
Camden
School. Camden Prep. Camden Prep is ahead of the entire state. The entire state. The whitest of white, most privileged school systems that they go to. Her school in math is ahead of them all other schools.
So what happened?
My point is that the difference between success and failure is not just hope, it's opportunity. It's someone who takes that little girl, sees something in those kids that go to that prep school, teach them, and there's an opportunity that they will learn. And they're gonna grow up in a better country than we did, than you did, than I did. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna, hopefully, I'm praying to God, that they're not gonna face the challenges that you face.
Yeah, but I'm not, even with the challenges, I'm not saying we can't be shit. We just gotta overstep and work
what
harder.
I'm saying, I know that, but what I'm saying to you is that if it could be done in a tiny ass school in Camden Prep.
Right.
It could be done anywhere.
I agree.
The cynics will tell you that it can't. That the system, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work,
we're not saying give up, but we realize that there's a block there. We realize that there's people behind the screens that's like, fuck it, he can't go too far. Kill this person, kill that person. Yes. Oh, they suing, they trying to get a part of the pharmaceuticals, or they got beef for pharmaceuticals and they suing them. Kill that person. You understand? We ain't out there killing motherfuckers like that. You know, everybody needs to unite and just go for what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're not going to do that.
But the only way that it's going to change, like really change, okay, is that the people who are not affected are outraged.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Because if it's just, let's say I'm Jewish, right?
Absolutely.
If I'm Jewish, if I only focus on like the anti-Semitism that I face, okay, and all the bullshit shit that happened in Israel, and the fact that like Israelis and Jewish people are hated throughout the world, if I'm only focusing on my people and how to better my people, and only focus on that, within my comfort zone, so to speak, I think it's never going to change. We have to get outside of our comfort zone. When the civil rights things happened back in the 60s, yes, it happened because African Americans were tired.
But some white people
was tired too. But there was a lot of fucking white people.
They was tired
and
too.
a lot of people that are like, yo man, enough is enough with this bullshit.
That's what it takes.
And that's what it takes.
But when is enough is enough?
It all circles back to...
It needs to be now, because once it gets to a point where it's like, people like starting to fight back, and we just start whooping ass, and we just start fighting back, then it's going to be crazy.
It all circles back to the Trump supporters, whom, again, you claim you're not racist. Okay, when all these cop killings are happening, when Trayvon Martin gets killed because he's wearing a hoodie with juicies in a gated community, okay, when y'all just pointing at it and saying, well, that's messed up, that's a shame, but y'all not doing shit about it, that's not enough. Close your eyes.
Yeah, you can't say that's wrong.
Close your eyes.
Just turn the
close
channel.
your eyes. Stop trying to justify everything.
Just think if it was y'all, that's all. Just flip this shit around.
Every time.
If we was on time and we was sitting there kicking your doors in, pulling you over, shooting you over bullshit.
Every time there's something like this happen, when Tamir Rice got killed, okay? When all these unarmed African Americans get killed, but all this shit happens.
It's everybody. It's Puerto Ricans, it's Mexicans.
When you have white people that are so uncomfortable and so scared and so bigotry that they're calling the cops because some girl is sleeping in the dorm room or whatever the case may be. And you have all these white people, all these white people who claim that they're not racist. They're like, oh, that's fucked up. That's so sad. Or they try to fucking justify it. Oh, but if they would have only done this, then this would not have happened. Stop bullshitting. If you change, because y'all, we have the power to come together. And if we come together as a people, nothing can stop us, bro. Nothing.
True.
But we have to get outside of our comfort zone. We have to stop focusing only on things. We have to be outraged.
Let me say this too.
Outraged.
Let me say this too. Let me just say this, a big point, because I don't want to forget this. It ain't all white against black.
No.
We got to check our motherfucking selves and hold each other accountable with each other. You know, ourselves too. Every individual needs to hold themselves accountable for what they do. Just be righteous. Karma's a bitch, and it comes back to you. You know what I mean? So black people killing black people. I'm not sitting here about to prove no white person's argument or nothing like that, but that shit gotta stop. White people killing white people and killing black people and killing banks and shooting up churches and schools and all of that shit. That shit needs to stop. Like, all of that shit needs to stop.
But see, like, what the part of the brainwash thing that I agree with you, okay, is that we are in society are brainwashed all the time. For example, when all these killings are happening in the south side of Chicago, okay, murder rate is through the roof. Ain't nobody saying nothing about no mental health. There's no such thing as, mental health.
Everybody's going through trauma.
Okay, but as soon as...
That's another topic.
As soon as like these white people shoot up a school...
His mental
health. Oh, this, that.
You know what it is, man.
African American minorities as a whole have been dying of drugs for decades. when the CIA flooded the fucking streets back in the 60s and 70s with all the fucking
Alright, you're going into other topics.
shit, right? Nah, but for real,
That's a whole
but
different
listen,
show,
but
though.
no, for real though,
Bro, we ain't got, we
but
don't
listen,
have,
but listen,
they
right?
not watching that.
But now you have all these fucking white kids on opiates, and now it's a fucking major problem. Oh my god, we gotta do something.
Thank you guys for watching.
Next show,
Agree
that's the
to
next show.
disagree.
That's the next show.
Agree
See,
to
that's how it
disagree.
is. That's how we do it.
Just remember,
We
at the
agree
end
to
of the
next
day,
show.
however you
Oh,
don't
by the
like,
way, hold on,
treat
before
people the way you want to be
before we end,
treated.
I called Kansas City, by the way. I called Kansas City. Peace. Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Andy Reid. Get your shit done.
That was
baby.
fixed too.
Huh?
That was fixed
Get the
too.
fuck out of here.
That was you
Yo,
think they some
if Tyreek-
business. They
yo,
gotta have
if
the face of
Tyreek-
the league.
if
You think
Tyreek-
Pat Mahomes
if
ain't the
Tyreek-
face of the league right now? He has to win.
If Tyreek
To
Hill-
keep the business
if Tyreek
going.
Hill would have fucking scored a
They
touchdown,
keep the business
I would have
going.
won 250 fucking
Jimmy
dollars.
Garoppolo is not the face over Patrick Mahomes. He's special. They gotta make him the Jordan of the league. He gotta win so he can be on the Wheaties box and they can keep
I like
making the
Wheaties.
marketing and brand.
You eat Wheaties?
I love brand flicks, man. I don't like that sweet shit. I love brand shit.
Yo,
thanks
love-
for watching.
thank you for watching.
Agree to
I agree to
disagree.
Yo,
See y'all next
listen,
time.
we love each other. Don't get that shit twisted.
That's my guy.
Let's go.